Yes, we are back again in Train Sim Classic, back again to do another route, back again in York, and for those watching live, back again with audio, because, well, I had to unplug my microphone and plug it back in again because it wasn't working. So yes, here we are back again in York. Going to be doing a run in HST from York, because that's where we are, to Londinium. And why not? If you're watching this on the YouTubes and you're wondering what the hell's going on, welcome to my world. This going out on the YouTubes on a Wednesday, because that's when it goes out. I don't know what's happening with YouTube at the moment. I'm putting things out on some days, so just go and subscribe and watch other things. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get this route for the Train Sim Worlds, which I think is actually the wrong route, but there's a route down there. It's got Peterborough in it. What more do you want? There'll be a link down there to the Twitch page as well, where you can watch this mayhem happen live. It's a thing. And the link down there to the Discord server that nobody likes. So go and check that out as well. So yes, we're here in York, in the HST, because that's what it is. Going to Doncaster, the Retford place, the Newark, Grantham, Peterborough, Stevenage, and hopefully, if we get there, King's Not Very Cross. Is this live? No. Let's release that. And let's do that. Right, we're moving. Finally, we're on the move. On the road again. It says Peterborough on the Twitch stream. Yeah, we're going to Peterborough. What more do you want from me? York to Peterborough. This line goes from York to Peterborough, and then on a bit more to London. Ignore that. That's not important. It's going from York to Peterborough. We're going from York to Peterborough. After that, it's all it doesn't matter. We've started well. We're speeding. It's very quiet. I think this is the AP version, so it's got no audio, which is useful. All I can hear is wind noise. So we'll stay with the in-cabby thing. The View. That's the one. That's the pumpkin, because it's the Halloween's gone for those watching on the tubes of you. Right, 30 limit. And then the limit that's not 30 anymore. It's why it's going to the 90s. It's called Joe, the limit. That'll age some people. The Lincolnshire Echo. Right, 50. Then the one that isn't 50. Have we got a thing? Oh God, that's bad, isn't it? It's Railway Wednesday. It is indeed the Wednesday and the railways. The railways. I'm in one of those moods, so it might get weird. You normally start weird, go weird, get weirder, and then finish weird. I seem to be down a well with that echo. Well. 3 holes in the ground. A bit early. Was I? No, you're late. Haven't untrucked the Majestics in the multiplayers yet. No, because no other bugger has it. It's not Welsh Railway Wednesday. Well, that's an easy one for you to say. Welsh. Well, you sodded off, didn't you? So we couldn't do it. Welsh Railways Wednesday it is, isn't it? Lovely. We're going to East Coast, so East Coast Wednesday doesn't quite have the same ring to it. Do it. Railway Wednesday in lovely. I will get horny. Where's my little thing? Oh, it's this little thing. Well, it says 18:30. I'm always here. I was here. Boy, oh, isn't it lovely? Whose coat's that jacket? Whose shoes are those trainers? That's the thing. There's a bridge. There's a bridge when it's over troubled water. Green means go. It does. Green also means you're being attacked by aliens. It's a green. Was it fruit pastels? Yeah, green fruit. God, I haven't had fruit pastels in years. Someone bring me fruit pastels right now. Thank you. That'll be good. Dolly mixture. I definitely still have a craving for dolly mixture. Yeah, every time I go shopping, I forget it. For a jelly tots. Oh, I do like a jelly tot. Red spells danger. Can colours spell? Is that a thing? Do we know that? If there's any proof that colours can spell? Are they good at spelling? Are they better at spelling than Trent? Right, we have 28 of them in the middles to the Doncaster. A licorice torpedo. No one wants. Like, see, what's the other ones? Licorice all sorts. As well, you get the bit of licorice in. I do like a licorice all sort, but I like the round ones with the blue ones and the pink ones you used to get, didn't you? With the knobbly, coloury things on them. They were quite nice, but no one ever liked it. You name me one person that will eat a bag of licorice all sorts and will eat everything, and I will show you a weird person, because every time I've had a bag of licorice all sorts, you've ended up with there's just bits of licorice left at the bottom. You, well, that's just weird. Right, we have 125 of the limits in the miles an hour of the speed of the hypotenuse of the square root of a hippopotamus. What is the square root of a hippopotamus? Anybody know? Could you find out? Thank you. Oh, a licorice fountain. Now, I did like those, but you ended up, no one ever ate the licorice. It was just a means to get the sherbet out of the thing. Pear drops are nice. I used to like a cola cube back in the day. Cola cubes are good. You end up, though, again, you know, if you're a certain age, we used to go and buy a quarter of sweets. They'd give them to you in a paper bag. And you ended up, if you didn't eat them all straight away, every sweet you had contained paper bag. I'm sure I must have consumed more paper bag at some point in my life than I did sweets. That might explain a lot. I think that's the only reason I'm a bit deranged, but it's certainly up there with reasons as to the reasonings of the reasons why I'm not quite all there. Rhubarb, oh God, rhubarb and custard. Oh. We had a sweet shop here, one of those retro ones, where you could buy the old sweets. God, they were so good. A 2p mix-up? Oh God, you are old. I remember a 10p mix-up. He's watching one of my YouTube videos where the conductor dies and everyone puts random words in chat. That could be any one of them. You can get rhubarb and custard cider. That sounds interesting. It is every stream. Hi Stevie. A Woolies pick and mix. I miss Woolies. You could just get everything, wouldn't you? You could go into Woolworths, you could get a toy, you could pick up the latest music out of the charts, you could go and get a light bulb if you wanted it, a pick and mix, a saucepan, and probably a new shirt. Just everything, isn't it? It's just everything, which pretty much Tesco's are like that now. But, you know, it was just, apart from this pick and mix. Wilko is a new Wally's. I don't think I've been in a Wilko. I've got to say, I think I am Wilco-less. I have no Wilco in my life. And some jewellery. What was the Ratners, wasn't it? Was it Ratners? Oh God, a bonbon. 5 months, still here. Thank you, Stevie. There is no escape now. You are one of us. Do not give in. Told you about track Orange. That's awesome, Orange. Again, make sure you get the right one. If you want help with sending your mum a link, check with us in the Discord. I don't want you to get ripped off. Orange Toblerone. I keep forgetting, the company I work for, we do a lot of work, yeah, like what you did. That ended well, Shorty. The company I work for, we do a lot of work at Heathrow, and I keep forgetting to ask people to bring me back a Toblerone. I do like a Toblerone. Oh, hang on, we're going to be speeding in a minute. I forgot we were driving a train. I thought it was just having a chat. We have Wilco down south. Anyway, if you've just joined and you're wondering what the hell's going on, welcome. It's one of those. We are going from the Yorks to the King's Not Very Cross. A pointy chocolate. It is indeed. Swedish, hang on, back the pony up a minute. Swedish fish from a sweet shop. Swedish fish? Sweet, what? You can buy those retro, did his pen link again? It did. You can buy those retro sweet box things, can't you, with all the old sweets in? I might need to do that. I bet there'll be one of those old-fashioned sweetie shops in York, because it's very touristy, in it, and that's a touristy sort of place. We need to find it. Can someone do the Googles and see if there is one in York? Here, we haven't mentioned badgers yet. Swedish fish are gummies that are shaped like fish. That's where you went. It's in Diagon Alley. Oh, we need to go there. There's loads in Wales, but that means going to Wales. Popping candy. Was that the fizzy stuff you put on your tongue and it just exploded? That was always good. Put some of that in your mouth and kiss someone. That's an experience. Obviously don't just grab a stranger off the street, you know, because consent and all that. You know, if you're in a friendship / relationship with someone, grab some of that, put it in your mouth, then kiss them. Anyway, we are still whizzing towards the Doncaster. Hi, Michael. Yeah, someone needs to write these things down, because there are things that we want to do. I got a feeling there's going to be a return trip to York, because we're not going to get done in one day everything that we want to get done. And hopefully the new people that are coming to the meetup in York will just be really odd and then want to come to another meetup. Or meetup, depends on which way it is. We have a meetup in 3 days' time, in fact. At the car place with the model railway thing going on. Right, that light was green. The car place. Here we go, that's where we're going, to the car place on Saturday. I'll do a meet up in Scotland. I really want to go back to Edinburgh. I definitely want to go back to Edinburgh and Dundee. I went to Edinburgh. Was only there a couple of hours when the festival was on. When I went up to Scotland a couple of years ago. Wouldn't mind some Dundee cake. I can ban you, Richard. Oh, fruit jellies. I've got a bag of fruit jellies by the side of me, but they're Tesco's own ones. Used to get the York fruits. My folks used to love them. Tesco's used to sell them, they don't anymore. £300 for a loco. Yeah, that's why I'm hopefully I resist any sort of temptation to buy anything. Mr. Sims' oldie sweet shop, Church Street, York. Oh yeah, well, could someone just write to him and say he's going to get invaded? Right, anyway, so yeah, we're on the East Coast Main Line thing, which I've linked the wrong one in the description thing because I don't really care. And we're doing the trip from York to the Londinium at speed. They also sell jelly babies. I'm not taking a bag to York, so I've only got pockets. I don't even know what coat I'm wearing yet. That's a whole other issue going on in my head. So I can't be bringing stuff back. There's a shop called the York Sweet Shop. Well, it's got sweet in the name and everything. And one of the pockets will have a potato. It will. That's only on the way up, though. HST. It is. It is definitely HST. Take a bag. No, because that means I've then got to, well, take a bag. And I don't want to be carrying a bloody bag around with me all day. Alright, 7 miles from Doncaster, which I'm sort of not really paying attention to, so hopefully I remember to slow down. If you are new, then welcome to the madness. Train sim streams normally end up being quite random. So train sim is something I stream every Wednesday. Tomorrow night, back on farming, which may be taking a break on a Thursday, because there's so many other things that I want to do. So we might do some jiggling around of things. And then once we've done that, we'll then change the streams around as well. Friday night, at the moment, could be Wreckfest, if we can get a couple more people. Nothing Saturday lunchtime because we're at our meetup. Saturday night, though, might be some Cards Against Humanity. Phased out. Thank you very, very much for that. 16 months. Thank you very much indeed for your support. That is much appreciated. Hey, the only reason I'll have hot nuts in York is if my underwear is too tight. Cards Against Humanity is always good. Yeah, it's been a couple of years since we streamed it, but we're hoping to get a couple of more people to join us on Saturday night. Hope I'm well. Haven't been for the last few days, but doing really well today, as you can probably tell. Giant Yorkshire puddings. Yeah, you get those Yorkshire pudding shops, don't you, where you can get a whole, thing in a thing. Depends what time we leave, Shorty. The thing in the thing. You've got to put the thing in the thing, but always ask permission first. And always lubricate the thing. I'm talking about making Yorkshire puddings. Obviously, you put the batter in a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan. If you're using it in like the individual Yorkshire pudding, then you put the batter in. So you've got to lubricate the pan first. Get your minds out the gutters, you lot. You have to put the thing in the thing after you ask if you put the thing in the thing. Exactly. Always ask permission first. Well, there's a lot of the sort of food stalls in place, isn't there? So we're gonna get there about 10 o'clock. So I'll probably grab something to eat before I get on the train from London. So we'll probably do lunch, and then I was thinking something in the Christmas market. Would you put a thing in the thing without asking permission? Well, we've all tried. Oh, God. High heelsman. Uh-oh. Lots of braking. Lots and lots of braking. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. We may be sliding through York at speed at this rate. Oh God, bastard. Thank you very much for that. And yes, I did say York, didn't I? Yeah, new brake pads changed at Doncaster. That was 4 brakes and we just about stopped. Did the back of the train make it? Oh, the back of the train made it as well. Hey, that was lucky. Excellent. First day at work's always a pain. Hopefully you got on. Okay, so Retford is next. Exactly. That was planned. See, I'm just a skillful driver of the trains. Or just lucky. Yeah, if anyone's bored this coming Saturday, we have got a meet up at the Motor Museum at Gaydon, where there's also a model railway exhibition going on. So if you've got nothing to do Saturday, pop along, say hello. But our big meet up for the year is at the York Railway Museum, well, York, on the 3rd of December. Details for that. And a meet up that includes a trip to the Isle of Wight in February are all in the Discord server. Remember to brake earlier next time. Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna work. So yeah, one in February is meet at Southsea, hovercraft across the Isle of Wight, on the Isle of Wight train, and back on the ferry. Train drivers are on strike on the 3rd of December. I do hope you're having a laugh with that. So I don't really fancy driving to York when I've just paid 75 quid for train tickets. You bastard. 3 quid towards some more brake pads. Have you seen how many brake pads there would be on this? Quite a lot. There are no train strikes planned for the 3rd of December, I can confirm. Plus, already got your ticket. Awesome. Thank God for that. Yeah, we've got to meet up this weekend. Yeah, 3rd's a Saturday. Meet up this weekend. Meet up on the 3rd of December. Meet up on the 11th of February. Going to be doing something in May on the south coast. And then, again, subject to interest. If people are interested in getting together, then yeah, I'd happily organise some things. And it's good to have things at a place as well. So obviously Railway Museum is good. This weekend's the Motor Museum and the Model Railway Exhibition. So it's always good to have something and do something. Right, so we've got a 125 limit, 15 miles to Retford. Worst case scenario, symbiotic, I'll just drive. You know, it's not going to stop me going. It'll be more expensive, obviously, but it's not going to stop me going. That is a train. Just in case you weren't sure, that is definitely a train. See, we're educational here. when do we need to book a time slot for York? You can only do it 3 weeks in advance. So I've got a reminder for the middle of November. Madam Satnav says 111 miles and 1 hour 55 minutes to Gaydon. Nothing compared to Shorty. It's about 5 hours for Shorty. About an hour and 30 minutes for me. Well, there was talk about trying to get a couple of people here for New Year's Eve to do something, but that sort of fell flat on its face. Did I see the Twain? No, there's a Twain there as well. Ugly train. Not as nice as this. This is proper train. I have looked at Train Life. I tried one of them. I did a video on one of them. The ugly train, it disappeared when you're halfway past. Yeah, it did a bit. Oh god, we got 110 of the slowing down of the speed limits coming up soon. What have you been doing with your life? What have I been doing with my life? I've been following this idiot for bloody 6 years. More than that, I think now. Yeah, I know, we know. We're only 10 miles away. We don't want to do the whole breaky thing like we did last time. Should start slowing down now in readiness. Ping. Oh, hang on, I need to do a thing. There we go. That's that done. Thumbnail. I took a lot of care and thought over my thumbnails for YouTube. Airport ground handling simulator. Oh dear, you really need to seek help, Symbiotic. I've got a game that I've been looking at for a while, not train related. What's it called? City Bus Manager. That's out in a couple of weeks' time. That I actually think will be quite good. And I will have a copy to give away as well. Well, I have got a copy to give away, should I say. Christmas update. It's a bit early, isn't it? We'll do the Christmas update when we get to Retford. So yeah, if you've just joined, hello. We're going from York. Oh, wait, not. I'm going from York. The train, this thing, because it is one, is going from York to hopefully Londinium via the Doncaster. Well, we've been there. Retford, which is over there. Newark, which is over there. Grantham, which is over there. Peterborough, which is over there. Stevenage, 23, over there. And King's Not Very Happy, which is all the way down there. Mince pies? No, it's too early for mince pies. 213 miles to Gaydon from the Lake District. Well, start now. I saw a thing to that earlier, Victoria 3. I thought I haven't played the first two. Lord of Granthams, is that Downton Abbey? I do like a bit of Downton Abbey. Wasn't so sure, the latest, the last film thing I wasn't so sure about. But yeah, I do like Downton Abbey. I'll get you some London souvenirs. What, from Londinium? I'll be going through Londinium on the way to the Yorks. Only briefly. Paddington the Bear to the King's Not Very Happy. And I do want to try and get there before Crimbo to do the Lizard Perp cross line thing. quite horny. That's green. Green's good. Green's what we want. We definitely want green. You don't want the yellow ones or the red ones. You definitely want the green ones. Fruit pastels. We talked about them earlier. Oh, that's quite cool. Symbiotic. Perhaps I should get a Paddington bear to go in my bear collection. We don't want a crispy. Nobody ever wants a crispy. Right, 3.9 of the things to the what's it. Oh, what's it? I haven't had what's it's in a while. Stop at those rare London souvenir shops. They're quite rare. That you might be seeing again soon. In the game that we used to play. Right, we do the coasty slowy down. That's what it's called. Not using the brakey. Well, you tell me that now. Well, I don't know who I'm bloody travelling with. Some train people. Well, want to be LNER, wasn't it? From here. Yeah, the big what's it things. Oh God, yeah. I used to travel down from Birmingham to Cornwall on shutdown fortnight. So I used to leave the early hours of a Saturday morning, last week of July, first week of August. 8.5 hours once it took me. Yeah, I don't think we're going to stop at Retford. We're not going to stop at Retford. Oh God, I was at Merry Hill yesterday, shopping centre, and blimey, that was ridiculously busy. Can you give me a fact about Newark? Well, we're not there yet. Wait till we get to Newark. Can't be all ahead of things. Oh, see, who was panicking that we weren't going to stop? We plenty of time. We are arriving in Retford, and you can tell that by the way that we are. So is Peterborough. I went to Truckfest at Peterborough. That was an experience. Because we used to do the, actually did it last year, the convoy in the park, which has got some show trucks and a bit of racing going on. Yeah, Merry Hills, Birmingham. Some racing going on and stuff. We then decided to do a bit of a mini meetup to the Truckfest at Peterborough. Wow. You've got milk all over your t-shirt. That's not milk. Sticky, symbiotic. Yeah, it's just, oh look, a row of trucks, and you turn a corner, and it's like, oh look, a row of trucks, and you turn a corner, and it's, oh look, a row of trucks. Well, pretty much for the same reason I just said, Orange. It was just literally, you get like, oh look, a row of Scanias. Turn a corner, oh look, a row of DAFs. Turn a corner, oh look, a row of Volvos. Turn the corner, oh look, a row of Mercs. And it's like, it was just, I think we did it in about an hour and a half, and we left and went back and then drank some beer. No, you don't. It was too many trucks. It was truck overload. Right, next stop is Newark North Gate, because the South Gate's broken. The hinge fell off. See, if you'd have been facing in a backwards facing seat, then actually no, you would have still spilled them, wouldn't you? You can't blame me. It's the brakes on the train are faulty. Place I'd like to go to is the Leyland Museum in obviously Leyland. I think that could be quite interesting. We've done a couple of meetups in the past at Cosford when we used to have the flight sim show on. So if that's on next year, we'll certainly be doing that again. Is there anyone you can speak to about getting a refund for this journey? Yeah, if you just send an email to idon'tgiveadamn at hotmail.co.uk, that'll be great. SnowRunner. So we tried doing SnowRunner in the multiplayers, but because everyone that was playing it had the game on different platforms, we couldn't do it. Just kept kicking people out. So I really wanted to spend a lot of time in SnowRunner. Go to the ticket office. Excuse me, I've got this sticky substance all over my t-shirt. No, that's not milk, sir. Oh. Did you get excited on the journey, sir? Right, anyway, Newark, 17 miles. What's that? I was having a good drink. Just milky looking. Slightly salty taste. I was going to say, is this a Simpsons suits you, sir? What was I going to say? I've forgotten now. No, it's gone. Oh yeah, that's what it was. If there are people mad enough after the meetup in York to want to do something more, please sir, can I have some more? Then I'd like to do something that we did a few years ago, where a few of us from the Discord ended up renting a Airbnb for like 4 days down in South Wales, which didn't end up getting messy at all. It was really good fun. This week I was mostly rearranging worms. Right, we've got 115 miles an hour of the speed limits. It's very horny. A bit like Symbiotic was recently. Do you want another meetup? Do you? What was in South Wales? The meetup. A couple of the people from the group lived in South Wales and they didn't have much money. So rather than them trying to travel to us where we were doing the meetups, we went to them, rented a cottage in the town they lived in, and we all stayed in it for I think 6 or 7 of us for like 4 days, and there was a hot tub and everything. It was actually a really enjoyable weekend. Right, why am I slowing down? We've got to speed it up. So we are 14 miles from Newark. That was somewhat echoey. That thing? Oh, it does. Hang on. Oh, hello. That's the thing. I've lowered my flaps. Oh God. Why? I wasn't. That was like 4 years ago, so I didn't really have my pacer fetish then. Why do you have a vision of Ed in a hot tub? Oh dear! Imagine that. Oh yeah. Okay. Alexa, how many sleeps till Christmas?
It's 60 sleeps until Christmas. Santa has a Christmas cracker joke he wants to share with us.
What you get if you cross a bell with a skunk?
I don't know.
Jingle smells!
Another cracking joke, Santa.
Come back tomorrow for another Christmas update.
That was quite bad. That was definitely quite bad. That was definitely bad. Yeah, I don't plan on purchasing any food or drink on the train. I'm going to grab a coffee at King's Cross on the way up to York, and then grab a drink when I get there. It is 60 sleeps till Christmas. Don't forget, for those of you that are mad enough to like a bit of train sim, I will be returning up this line on my annual long train trip in a pacer, where this year we'll be doing London to Edinburgh in a pacer, in one stream, 7 hours ish. So that's going to be, I don't know when yet, it's either going to be the week before Christmas or will be between Christmas and New Year. So keep an eye out for that one. Would I like some of your milk? Well, there's an offer. Problem is, Alfie, it's been able to do it in one journey. That's the thing. Do you want milk or tea? All right, 9 miles to Newark. Well, actually, the braking wasn't too bad for the where were we? Retford. See someone do Glasgow to London. Yeah, it'd be different, I suppose. Oh, Trent's got a lot to learn. Have a look. I haven't organised the trip yet. I know I did Penzance to Dundee, or Dundee to Penzance, but that was over several weeks. And this is one thing we're going to do in one trip in the pacer. I should imagine some chai would be quite, or cha, would be quite an experience on a train. Yeah, don't forget, for anybody that, well, has basically got nothing better to do, I will be here on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, Boxing Day, and New Year's Eve as well. Right, 6 miles to go to Newark. So yeah, we're not going to stop it. If we do end up doing London to Edinburgh, we're not going to stop at every stop this time. So it will probably be these stops as far as York, and then just a couple of key stops up. So we might stop at like 7 or 8 stops, but it's going to take a while in a pacer. Plymouth's not a bad place though, not as nice as Penzance, but Plymouth's not bad. Right, sort of coast our way in, arriving at Newark. Been to Newark, had a meal in the there's a little cafe in the train station. Had a meal in there, which is rather nice. I've been told I got a voice for radio. That's right. Yeah, it looks okay. I should come to meet up dressed as the Grand Old Duke of York. He had 10,000 men. That's all I'm saying. Right, 3.5 miles. I'll slow down. Hopefully we'll have a more sensible stop into Newark. A Paddington Bear duffel coat. I'll be looking for a new winter coat. I think I could pull that off. When they were up, we were up. Exactly. Have you done the Inverness to Cardiff location? No, I'm going to say. Because I've got the one that goes Glasgow to somewhere. That's like 5 hours. I haven't done that either. So I tried doing it and it broke. Right, 2 miles to go. I'm going to put the brakes on now. Maybe go step 3. So yeah, tomorrow night back with some multiplayer farming on our multiplayer farm. Friday night at the moment might be Wreckfest. If it's not Wreckfest, then it'll be some more ETS2 as we did last night. See if we can continue in those trucks around Iceland. So nothing Saturday lunchtime this week because we've got our meetup, but we'll be doing a later stream on Saturday night. So it'll be about an 8 PM start on Saturday night, and then Sunday afternoon back on the farm again. Yeah, we got plenty of time. Don't panic, Orange Weirdo. Got loads of time, laddie. See, it's fine. Plenty of time to do the brakey thing. The achy brakey. Oh yeah, we're waiting for Shorty's interesting thing about Newark. He's been waiting this whole time. Newark is the only town in Britain that has an anagram of wanker. Oh yes, it does. Well, there you go. So that's the interesting fact. You waited 9 miles to say that. I hope you're going to come up with some interesting facts at the meetups, you lot. Because obviously we were going to have a tour guide for York, but they decided to leave the community for personal reasons. Just still don't quite understand, but anyway. So we need you lot to come up with some facts about trains ready for York. Yeah. They won't be coming back to the community, but they left. Right, next stop is Grantham. So yeah, there's in one of these buildings up here then, there's a little cafe, which is quite nice. Well, I went for a meal. Right, Grantham, 14 miles. Newark is the oldest airport in the US. I could see what you were trying to do there, Richard, but slightly the wrong Newark. Newark, New Jersey. York was founded in AD 71. Ed was there. 142 mile an hour. That's impressive out of steam, isn't it? That is impressive. That takes some doing. Well, this thing could do 140, couldn't it? With ease. This is still the fastest diesel-powered train, isn't it? Oh yeah, of course, Maggie was from Grantham. Been to Grantham quite a lot, actually. Quite a nice place. And we're 14 miles from there. I'm actually quite liking this version of the HST as well. It's very nice. You would have thought you'd see more trains coming the other way though, being the fact that this is, you know, quite a busy old line. So we're due in 1910. So what's our ETA into Londinium? 2021. So another hour and 25 minutes. Okay, blimey. Chew and indeed chew. I should play my little thing. Hang on. There we go. 12 miles to go to the Granthams. That's so small to play with. Well, it's cold in here. I do remember going on a train. I think it must have been when I was a wee boy, and I think my dad must have bought me a sandwich. I do remember eating a really horrible cheese sandwich on a train, either going to or coming back from London, because he was originally from London, so his mum was up there, and I used to go up with him either on the coach or on the train, and we'd go up and visit, and I do remember being bought a cheese sandwich, and it wasn't very nice. Well, they don't even have the buffet cars anymore, do they? Little shop thing you used to be able to go to. They come round with a trolley now. You and I were allowed a long, long time ago. Did you know the Yorkie chocolate bar was invented in York? Anything from the trolley, dears? We'll take the lot. I need to watch those films again. They are good. First one takes some getting through, but then they do get really good. Right, 9 of the miles to go until the Granthams. Any soup of choice? I'll take the cream of badger, thank you very much. Any baked swan? Hang on, I've probably still got the... Bear with me. No, that's the picture of the Queen. Hang on, it might be here. Hang on, no, I can bring it up on... There we go. There we go. That's the menu from our restaurant. With a cream of badger soup, or albatross soup, owl curry, profiterole moles. That was quite good. That was definitely random, that one. Right, 7 miles to go. So if you're watching and you think this stream was random, that one was really, really random. And if you're also new, not meaning to scare you off, someone will post a clip in a second that is definitely up there with the most random streams we've done. If you're not sure whether this community is for you and whether this sort of thing is for you, watch that clip. You'll either love it, you'll come back and then want to be part of this madness, or you'll go, what the hell was that? It's a very fine line between those two. That's from 2017, 5 years and 1 month ago. Holy moly. Here comes a train. Yeah, that was just... I was drinking on the streams back then. If you're new here, I suggest you all suck a penguin. Well, there's a night in. Right, 4.7 miles to Grantham. We've got green lights. So how much alcohol being consumed during that video clip? None, of course. Hope you want an albatross with wafers, indeed. Yes, I'm not doing 15 miles an hour. Sort your speed limits out, game. Thank you. Right, slowing it down towards the Granthams. We'll bring the speed down a little tiny bit this time. One of the guys in that clip was from Grantham. He was the guy I used to go and stay with. One from Denmark. One from Somerset. Can't remember who else was in it. All of them have gone. All of them have left the community. That was definitely quite echoey. Right, 2 miles to go. Just slowing it down. It did feel a bit narrow, didn't it? Right, 1.4 miles. Let's take a nice steady approach. You could tell it was a tunnel by the way that it was. Oh, indeed. I think that he's up there as one of my favourite YouTubers at the moment. A friendly reminder to brake. Was opposed to a non-friendly reminder to brake. Right. Do the braking. Ow. Signal to the face. Right, we are now arriving at Grantham. There's a nice Asda at Grantham. 5 months to go and Steve will be 50. Really? What gives you that impression? It's not. Look for a guy who has a signal for a face. That'd be me. We are arriving at Grantham. Grantham is this stop. My birthday was February. It is. The meet up in February is 2 days after my birthday. B. That'd be the one. I'll be 60, not 50. Uh-huh. So no interesting fact about Grantham other than Margaret Thatcher was from there. That's it. Is that Grantham's only claim to fame? Okay, next stop is Peterborough, which is in 29.21 of the miles. Not 20, not 29, not 30, no, 29.21 miles. Okay, onwards. Right, we really want greens all the way. Our final destination, if you've just joined, they were good films. They were really good films. Anyway, final destination is the King's Cross, which is over there in 105.41 miles. Before that, we've got the Stevenage, and then before that, we've got the Peterboroughs. So 3 stops to go. So Isaac Newton was also born in Grantham. Well, there's a thing. There's probably some sort of, I don't know why. I don't know why it's called. It's obviously a reason why it's called King's Cross. I think it'll be my first time at King's Cross when I. No, I don't know. Actually, it might not have been. I used to get the overground train sometimes down to Forest Hill. And I remember getting off, if we went by coach, we'd get off at where the coaches go. And then we'd walk to a train station and then get on an overground train to Forest Hill in London. So I don't know what station that would have been from. Might have been King's Cross. Cheers, Orange. Right, 27 miles. Sounds like Charing Cross. Could be Charing Cross. I know we used to walk through St James's Park, I think through Green Park, and we'd end up at a train station. So it might have been Charing Cross. Forest Hill is either Victoria or London Bridge nowadays. No, hi Dorset. Yeah, I don't know. So this might be my first time at King's Cross then. In a few weeks' time, so I'll be coming up this line that I'm now going down. That's the thing. Don't be going up when you should be going down, or don't be going down when you should be going up. Right, 26 of the miles to go until there's a train. Yeah, we had this discussion the other day. They've ruined all the kids' TV shows now because they're all CGI. They're no longer like stop-go animation like they used to be. Are we nearly there yet? No, we're not. We have. It's just round this corner. Just this corner. Just round it. We got 125 of the limits coming up. 25 of the distances to go to the Peterborough. Can we put the teletub? That's a tunnel. That was definitely a tunnel. We will play some music again, depending on what we do on Saturday night. If we do Cards Against Humanity, then we probably won't. If we end up doing something else, then we might. But then, yeah, we'll certainly try and pencil in some more musical streams like we did last night. And certainly over Christmas. I don't know how I'm going to plan it yet with the Christmas streams. What I might do is put the lunchtime ones as single player. So I'll do some Fern Bus, some Tourist Bus, some Bus Mechanic, some Train Sim World 3. We'll do some Cooking Sim. So all the single player-y stuff we'll maybe do at lunchtimes. And then in the evenings we'll do multiplayer. So we have a bit of a variety of stuff. Apart from a couple of days where I'll do the long streams. Can you recommend that Shorty isn't allowed to queue anything? It's a shame that the music thing didn't work as quickly as I thought. But what I might do is when we next do music, I might try and give us a theme for the evening and see if anyone that queues music up can keep with that theme. So anybody that queues a song, when they play it, if we're not sure, they have to sort of give a reasoning. So it could be quite a sort of tentative link, but to keep within some sort of theme. Like you could do, I don't know, the theme could be the sea. So it could either be songs with the sea in the title, songs about things that live under the sea, SpongeBob, songs about things that float on the sea. But, you know, so there could be that. And then the next time we do it, we do another theme. Certainly over Christmas, we'll play a lot of Christmas songs. Yeah, it's difficult. I said I used to do a whole day's worth of music at work on a Friday, and occasionally tried to have those linked. So I started off doing like 3 songs by each artist. So I had 3 songs by one artist and another. Then I tried to do one where I think it was the last song of the title. So yeah, the last word of the title of a song had to be the first word of the title of the next song. So if it was Aces High was the song I played now, the next song had to begin with the word high, and then the next song had to begin with the last word of that song. So there was quite a tentative link. There's some really obscure songs, but there's like a real tentative link throughout the course of the thing. We couldn't do that with the stuff we play on the stream because it isn't instant. But yeah, so we'll try and do that. Keeps you guys involved. One thing I want to do as well is one of the long streams I'm going to do over Christmas is redo As Dusk Falls. I'm going to replay that from start to finish in one stream, because that was the one that had the viewer participation. So we'll certainly do that because that was brilliant. Oh yeah, Richard, see, that would work, but the next song I'm going to have to start with Dippy. So it's a really tough one to do. It's not as easy as you think. So you've got to, if you can't get a song, you've got to backpedal a little bit, try and find another song that begins with the word, and then go on from there. So, you know, it took me a long time when I used to do those Friday playlists to actually get them put together. I've still got them all on my old iPod, actually. Right, what are we? 14 miles from Peterborough. Melted albatross. That'll be a thing. Never had fondue. Was that a 70s thing? Was that just melted cheese, isn't it? I think that was definitely a 70s thing. Way before my time. Or chocolate. Okay, well, chocolate would work. I've cut out chocolate. Well, apart from wagon wheels, they don't count. Is chocolate a food? Well, it's like any food you eat on a Friday doesn't contain any calories. Fact. Aniseed balls, yes. Still get barley sugar, can't you? You're just Googling like sweets from the 90s or 80s now. Right, we are 11 miles from Peterborough, and after that we've got Stevenage, which is moved. Someone's stolen Stevenage. Oh, it's over there. And then we've got King's Cross, which is over there. So 3 stops to go, 10 miles to the next one. Chewits, blimey. I don't mind Frutella. Frutella's quite nice. I'm going the wrong way, yeah. On my shopping list for Saturday morning before driving to the meet-up, I've got car sweets, because, you know, you've got to have something to munch in the car when you're on a long journey. But it's got to be a sweet that you haven't got to unwrap, because that's just dangerous. So it generally ends up being Jelly Babies. I normally stick a bag of Jelly Babies in a door pocket. Right, we have 9 miles to go until we get to Peterborough. Journey so far, going good. Just imagine we might get a bit of traffic as we come into London. Greens all the way at the moment. Our final destination is the Cross of Kings. So I was going to do the Flying Scotsman this evening. I got given it to review, but it's just bad. It's just a really old model, and it just doesn't look great. As much as I love Dovetail, I just don't think I could have been giving it any praise at all. So I thought it's better off not using it than using it and slagging it off. So decided to do this instead, which is much nicer. Not true. I've done Steam. I'm just not a fan of Steam. And I was going to do it, but it just wasn't very well modelled at all. Right, 4 miles. Just back off the power a little bit. Coast our way into Peterborough. Either the engine. I might regret saying this, but I don't know why anyone hasn't done like a Thomas the Tank Engine map for Train Sim. I think, you know what, that would actually be quite popular. Judy Dench is 87, blimey. Just go on YouTube and type in Ivor the Engine. There was no sound effects in that. Everything was done by the human voice. Right, do some braking. Oh yeah, the dragons. I forgot about the dragons. Blimey, it almost makes me want to go back and watch them. Right, braking into Peterborough. Maybe too much braking into Peterborough, but we're braking. That's a bridge. Yeah, there would definitely be a lot more, like, well, trains, wouldn't there? Why did I get an AWS warning? Am I expecting some sort of other coloured light? What's going on? What's happening? Why, Delilah? Well, speed change is the other side of the next little light, so it wouldn't warn me that early. Oh well, doesn't matter. It didn't catch me out. You don't catch me, you AWS, you. Do I miss hosts? I actually agree with the way that they do it now. That it's only if you've got 70 people watching your channel can you then host someone else, because it was a bit ridiculous because people used to host when no one was watching them, so there was no, not that I wanted the benefit, but there was no benefit to being hosted because people were just hosting for themselves, so it's just another notification. Right. Some of the doors, well, 2 of the doors are open. Oh no, some more of the doors are open. Yeah, and if you did it here, Symbiotic, I would probably time you out. Right, so we are at Peterborough. The next stop after Peterborough is Stevenage. It's still a bit windy here, isn't it? A bit windy all the way down. So it's windy in York, it's windy down here. Right, next stop, 48 miles. That's a long way. Are we gonna move, train? What's going on now? There we are. It's still an iconic bit of kit, isn't it? The first one, isn't it, is at York. If anyone hasn't watched them yet, there's a YouTube channel called Curator with a Camera. It's from the York Railway, or series they do called Curator with a Camera, from the York Railway Museum, where they take the curator with a GoPro, took you inside the first HST. It was actually really cool. Done quite a good few videos on their channel. I will one day, and maybe one of the random ones over Christmas. I will do a stream of who I follow on YouTube, which may or may not be of any interest, but quite frankly, I don't care, because there's a lot of good little niche channels I follow that are creating some really, really good content. Right, we have 105 of the limits coming up now. Then we got 115. Rather oddly, actually I don't know if it is an odd thing. May or may not be. Rather oddly, I do not follow or watch anyone that creates gaming content. Not one person. Not because I don't like watching gaming content. It's because I actually don't want to be influenced by other people. And a lot of the games that I do, I don't want to get spoilers from other people or get ideas or end up, following what other people have done and doing the same things as other people. Not that I go by any of that anyway. I just like being random and being me, so I just don't end up watching anybody else. And to be honest as well, those of you that have been around a while, I don't think it matters really what the game is that's on in the background. It's just a chill and a chat. Which is part of the reason why I want to bring a bit of flight back as well, because flight's the most chilled, because you just take off, put the autopilot on, we can have a chat, we can play some music, and then you land. Well, that's exactly it, Stokey. As those of you that, have been to the meetups, those of you that part of the community that maybe joined the streams and have been there for the before stream and after stream. I am this person. I am me off stream. I'm exactly the same person off stream as I am on stream. Why put all the effort into being someone you're not? I am this random in real life, as you'll find out in York. Right, so speed limit's dropped slightly. We've got 105 going on now. And there's me thinking you were called Susan. Only on a Saturday night and a bit more ginger. I'm not ginger. I had my haircut on Saturday and I thought the guy was just throwing Gandalf's hair at me. Slightly speeding as we go through the 105. I'll bring it down a little tiny bit. Yeah, tomorrow night back with some multiplayer farming, which may be taking a break on a Thursday for a few weeks. We'll be continuing on a Sunday, but maybe taking a break on a Thursday. It may even shift to a Friday night or Saturday night, so we can do it a little bit longer. But there's other stuff I want to try and do. There's loads of single player stuff that I don't really get a chance to do, so I might switch things around and maybe on a Tuesday do something single player, Wednesday do train sim, Thursday do something multiplayer, Friday do something multiplayer, Saturday train sim world 3, Saturday night something a bit fun, and Sunday farming. So because I want to be able to do, I've got electrician simulator I want to do, I've got that new city bus manager I want to do, I've got Lego Brick Tales I want to do, and whatever else comes up. So there's loads of single player stuff that I want to do. At the moment, don't get the time to stream them. So I might have, so it'll be single player on a Tuesday night, single player, obviously train sim on a Wednesday night, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, multiplayer stuff. So we're 39 miles from Stevenage before we then make our way down into Londinium. So quite an easy run so far. The fact this thing was only designed as a stopgap while they worked out the issues with the HST, it's still a damned iconic bit of kit, isn't it? It is so good. And that's the bit I'm looking forward to looking at the Railway Museum and a little bit at the Motor Museum this Saturday. It's the engineering and the design that I like, that I'm interested in. The fact that it's a train that broke land speed records, whatever, that bit of it doesn't interest me as much as the design and the engineering of it. So looking forward to seeing the evolution of steam trains from where they started out with rocket, etc., up to their peak in the 50s with sort of Mallard and stuff like that, and then into the design and the history of diesels, how they progressed through this era, and then I'm not so interested in the electric rubbish, but yeah, seeing the way that design's changed, I think that's going to be quite interesting. And I find the same with cars as well. The fact that we went from this, where everything was, body on frame, where coach building was a thing, to the 40s and 50s, where a lot of cars were similar, into the 60s, where you'd have so many, certainly in the UK, so many different manufacturers of cars, into the 70s and 80s, with the Japanese influence coming in, to then when everything went into sort of the jelly mold shape and you couldn't tell one car from another, and now you've got this future of electric and all these new brands that are coming in. So I think there's, I'm certainly interested in that. So looking forward to the meetups and having a wander around the museums and meeting some of you strange lot. So yeah, if you are into trains, we have got a meetup, as I just said, at on the 3rd of December, on the 3rd of December, at the Railway Museum in York, and then have a wander around York Christmas market. Details for that are in the Discord server. We've also got one coming up this Saturday at the Motor Museum at Gaydon, where there's also a model railway exhibition on, and then something planned for February down at Southsea, trip on hovercraft, trip on the train on the Isle of Wight, and then back on the ferry. And I've met you before. Life's full of regret. Right through here at speed. Wherever here was, there was a place, and we went through it at speed. And slow it down a little bit. So yeah, more train sim next Wednesday. Say nothing this Saturday, where I normally do Train Sim World 3. But then back with more train sim next Wednesday. Right, that's warning me of the speed limit change. Down to 120. It's a shame with this, you don't get a view in a carriage. You just get that really random head out the window shot with the old slam doors. I don't know why it's 123 here. Must be these corners. Right, put the power back in again. Back up towards 125. It's actually been quite a smooth journey. I've expected some sort of issue on the way, so whether we will get a few yellows when we get down closer to London. I'll be very surprised if it's all smooth running. We got Stevenage and then London. It's definitely still windy. Bing. It's quite easy from a journey point of view. So both levers all the way back. You don't really need to just back off the speed that much, just wide open. Stamping ground of Depeche Mode. Blimey. As long as it's not Erasure and the whole blue hand thing that was going on the other day. That was just weird. I like that video. It was just odd. And then having that being followed by the Teletubbies. Wow. Right, 22 miles to go. So I'm guessing drivers on this route would just do the same route up and down. It's not bad for a job, I suppose. 8-hour shift. I suppose if you're starting in London, you'll go London to York, York to London, London to York, York to London, and you're done. Yeah, the gold leaves thing, that was just a bit weird. Right, back the power off a little tiny bit so we don't go speeding too much. Is it slightly annoying that the overhead wires aren't in a straight line? I wonder if that's because of wear. It's quite therapeutic watching them. I do think they're a blot on the landscape, mind, and they make everything look damn ugly. Is there a petrol station near Gaydon? Well, I would like to think so. Surely your car's got enough of a range to get there and back again on a tank of fuel. It's only like 250 miles. Range about 500 miles. So yeah, so why did you need a petrol station? Fill up on Friday. Overheads are not straight to make even wear on pantograph. Yeah, that's why I just said, is it a wear thing? Well, it might have been. It's quite therapeutic to watch them just sort of snaking along. Actually sounds quite good as well. You've got to love the HST, you really have. Right, 15 miles to go for our penultimate stop on this run as we head from York all the way down to Llandinium. Maybe next time I should do Paddington to Swindon then. I haven't done that in a while. So do the reverse of my journey, which I was actually going to do the week before and after this. So 1 week I was going to do Paddington to London, and then I was going to do London to York, but because I've done it this way around now, I might do it the other way around. So next week I might do Paddington, well, through Swindon down to Bristol and beyond. Don't be stealing the trains. Well, yeah, we'll try not to. Paddington to London. Did I say Paddington to London? I don't know. Words are difficult. There's definitely not many trains coming the other way. I can imagine what it's going to be like when we do this in the Pacer. It'll be a hard route to do, Paddington to London. But you can go the other way on the tube. Must do that again. Must do some more tubey stuff. We need more tube lines in Train Sim World 3. So it's snow? No, last year was... what did we do last year? Penzance to Paddington, wasn't it? The first year was Paddington to Penzance. Then we did Edinburgh to London. Last year was Penzance to Paddington. Well, I can't remember. A long time ago. So yeah, this year is going to be London to Edinburgh. Pretty much stopping at these stops. So it'll be Stevenage, Peterborough, Grantham, York, probably Newcastle, Edinburgh. So it won't be many stops. So it could be like an hour between each stop. Started off light and gradually got dark when I arrived in London. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, or maybe this year I should have to do something else then. That was the one with all the donations, wasn't it? It just went absolutely nuts. I think it was. Right, 7 miles to go. Because that's what paid for my Farm Sim side panel. Yeah, I've got a feeling we're going to get greens most of the way now. My birthday. So not this year, last year. Yikes. That were a long time ago. 2020, 2 years. Bloody hell. Before the whole pandemic thing hit. There you are, only 21 then. Right, 4 miles to go to Stevenage. Start thinking about slowing down soon. 2 years ago, he did Edinburgh to London, every stop in a pacer. Yeah, I remember that. I thought last year we did Penzance to Paddington. I'm sure we did. I'll have to look back on YouTube. Right, 2 and a bit miles to go. We'll come off the power. And then start thinking about applying some of the brakey thing. Ready to do the stoppy thing at Stevenage. Maybe more of the braking. Maybe a lot more of the braking. Okay, we're just going to go all of the braking. Okay, maybe we overbraked a little tiny bit. Wait, we got to test the brakes, make sure they worked. It's fine, it's all good. It needs to be bedded in. I think the first stop did that. I think they got well and truly bedded in at Doncaster. Right, braking. Oh dear, horrible electric train, another platform. I guess Steve's age to win a prize. No prizes will be given. Doors are open. So, one stop to go then. Londinium. Prize. Build-A-Bear. We can do it online. Can you build a bear online? I'm guessing they got a website. Or is the whole fun going in and building a bear? I still don't get it. It was absolutely rammed. Why so many people wanted to build a bloody bear? Alright, King's Cross, 27 miles. Let's do this. You can have it. Oh dear. Really? You can have it. You can have it hard, soft, or cuddly. Well, there's a thing. Hard or soft, I get. Cuddly? That was the time to come in. Hello. Stop it now. It was just a thing. Right, 27 miles to King's Cross. I've just got visions in my head now. If I end up on the Build-A-Bear website after this, right, if we get a full speed run when we get to full speed, then it shouldn't. What time are we due in? Let's have a look. Where's my thing gone? There it is. We're due in at 2021. 1954. ETA currently 2024. So we're currently running 3 minutes behind schedule. Let's see if we can make some of that time up then. Maybe we could see if this thing will exceed 125. Uphill, I don't think it will now. Hi, I'm well. So we started in York. We went, where did we go? York, Doncaster, Retford, Grantham, Peterborough, Stevenage, and ending up in the King's Cross, where I will be in about 5 weeks' time. And we'll be travelling up this line and then back down it again later in the day. Right, let's just leave this thing flat out, shall we? Leave us all the way back. We'll pretend we didn't see the speed limit of 115 up here, because we're not in a career thing, so we're not going to get deducted points. We've got 3 minutes of time to make up. How goes the training? It's going well. Quite a good journey, actually. Although at this rate, actually, we're not even going to get to the 115 when it is the 115. If that goes back to 125 again, we might, even just by going flat out, we might not speed. Tunnel! How's the flight sim stream? Random. Quite random. Trucking wasn't too random last night. That was okay. Enjoyed that, actually. Who crashed the most? Dorset's plane didn't want to be a plane at the beginning. And then, yeah, someone did land slightly the wrong way up. Well, no, you landed the right way up, but ended up the wrong way up. Unfortunately, just off stream. So, yeah, we'll be doing some more flights soon as well. So, me saying, let's just go flat out and see if we speed. It's taken us a while. We haven't even got to 115. Too much brakes on landing. I don't think the braking was the issue. So yeah, we've got the big update to MSFS next month, which is including the DC-3 helicopters, the A310, of the Spruce Goose. So we will pencil in some flights to basically try all the new aircraft. So that's going to be a thing. We got the Platinum update to Farm Sim, which is forestry, so it's not really exciting me. But a new map could be good. You know, like wood. Well, actually going uphill now, so I bet we won't be speeding that much, although we are still accelerating. Okay, the speeding thing flashing is now becoming slightly annoying. I just thought we might have got a 125 back, but I'm guessing we're not. I'm guessing we're going to run at 115 all the way. So I'll back it off a little bit. Put some tape on it. What you can't see, you can't worry about. Is that you actually going to slow down now, train, or what's going on? Why are you not? Why, Delilah? Yeah, I really enjoy GA stuff in MSFS. I am looking forward to getting the A310. I like the ground aspect of jets. I like the pushback. I like the taxi. I like the climb. I like the descent and the landing. It's just a bit in between. But that's where, for us, we have the random conversations, and then we can play some music. So as I said, I have got some ideas of something to do when the big expansion comes out. In a bit of a quest to go and find the DC-3. Favourite plane so far? You know what? I'm really happy with the 172. I don't like the A320. I'm not a fan. You know, I'd quite happily only fly the 172. But I am really looking forward to the DC-3 because that's my favourite plane of all time. So yeah, I think I'll have a bit of an adventure where we start off 1 week in the A310. So we fly from a major hub somewhere to a small airport. Then we maybe fly in a GA aircraft to another airport the following week. Then we take a helicopter to like a gravel strip or a small strip, and then fly the DC-3 out. So over a few weeks we got this quest to go and get the DC-3. I think helicopters are certainly going to be interesting. Alright, we'll slow it down now to the 100 we got coming up. I don't know, I'm sure there'll be some sort of autopilot in there, because I think a lot of people will want to fly it, and a lot of people will want to have some sort of autopilot. It won't be obviously original, but it could be like some of the planes where you can just have it or not have it. So I certainly would like an autopilot in there. I might have to get my flight sim panels wired up, if not, so I can use the trim wheel so I can trim it. But last time I wired them up, they crashed the game. Right, 10 miles to go until we arrive in King's Cross. A really enjoyable journey this has been. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing the flight the other day in the 172. I just like the chilled aspect of the flights. I think if we sort of put flight back on the schedule a bit more, we might get a few more people joining us for MP flights, because it's great when you've got a lot of people. Right, 9 miles to go. Are we going to get any yellows? Are we going to get any reds? Because so far it's been really smooth sailing. No, I used to use a lot of stuff in X-Plane, but run pretty much vanilla MSFS now. I don't think it needs much. We are now going underground. Alright, a 95 limit. Yeah, I think MSFS is a bit more picky with things than X-Plane was. X-Plane was built for running other stuff. MSFS being Microsoft, they're not so happy. They don't play well with others. Right, are we still going to be running greens? Yeah, looks like we're good so far. Speed is coming down, 6 miles to go. So it's going to be dark when I make this return trip in a few weeks' time. So train leaves York at 6 PM. So all the way back at night. Dark in the morning as well, because my train leaves Swindon at 10 past 6 in the morning. Okay, down to a 90. So am I getting off that trip? Well, I'm leaving the house about 5:30, so probably 4:30, something like that. Drive to the train station, park up, drive to the car park near the train station, park up, walk to the train station. I'll try and get the train station for like 6. And I should get home for about 10:15, 10:15, something like that. That's what I'm looking. You know, I was going to drive, which would be in a similar amount of time. But at least by just getting on the train, I can just get on and just sit and look out the window for a few hours. Right, 2 and a bit miles. No, change it. So here to Paddington, and then it'll be underground to the Circle Line round to King's Cross, and then King's Cross to York. That's it. So 2 trains each way. So it's fine. Similar in cost to what it would cost in fuel as well. Probably a little bit cheaper on fuel, but 75 quid return. It's just a fact that after, you know, the drive up there would have been fine, but just after being on your feet all day and doing a lot of walking, getting back in the car, motorways would have been alright, but it's just, you haven't got to worry, have you? Let the train take the strain. Right, in we come then. Down into King's Cross. .45 limits. And then down to a 15 limit. And platform 4. We will do lesson 15. It's past my bedtime. Not quite, no. About an hour and a half for that. Now we go into the expanse that is King's Cross. And in we come into the expanse that is King's Cross. And it's still windy. Bloody winds followed us all the way down from flipping York. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to King's Cross. Platform 9 3/4 is over there. Oh, I don't know if I pressed the wrong bloody button. I thought it was in the other game. There we go, that one. We have arrived. a bad bit of stopping either, say so myself. So there we go. While that unloads our passengers, we will prepare to end. Next Train Sim stream is back next Wednesday with some more of the train sim. The next stream though is back tomorrow night on the farm, on the multiplayer thingy, in the multiplayer farming thing in the multiplayer, and then Friday night something. Definitely something. Maybe some Wreckfest. Maybe something else. Nothing Saturday lunchtime because we've got our meet-up. But Saturday night I will be here. A bit later than normal though. Scenario failed. Try again later. Why? I stopped at every station. What are you saying that I didn't do? I only stopped at 4 out of 8 stations. Hang on. I picked up passengers at 4 out of 8 platforms. York, Doncaster, Retford, Grantham, Peterborough, Stevenage, and King's Cross. I stopped at all of them. Stupid bloody game. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. So yes, next stream back tomorrow night with the hi Gary, a bit late. Back tomorrow night with the farming. Something on Friday night. Saturday night later start 8 p.m. To do something for a couple of hours, and then Sunday afternoon back on the farm, and then could be a slight change of schedule for next week. Maybe some electrician sim or some Lego Brick Tales on Tuesday night. And then more trains on Wednesday. We shall see. So thanks to you lot for keeping me company for the last 2 and a bit hours. No one invoiced to thank. And thanks to this lot as well. Thanks to Atlas and Shorty for being annoying bastards. I'm not thanking Crispy because he's not watching again. Thanks to Larwood, Trent, Nightbot and Shorty for doing no moderation because you guys are brilliant. And Stevie P and Phased Out for subscribing. Thank you very, very much. Indeed you do. I will be back then with the aforementioned idiots tomorrow night to do some farming. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.